I'm Janice from 5minutesformom.com. I'm here with literally my hero in blogging, Ree, the Pioneer Woman. This is Ree, the Pioneer Woman. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Hello.
We're here in Chicago at blogher09 at the Nikon party, and I saw Ree and I said, oh, Ree, you have to just grant me my dream to interview you.
Your dream.
No, but seriously, woo! I go to your blog and I just, oh, it is such a beautiful scenery. You know, you are such an incredible photographer and it is such a prolific blogger. Can you tell us a bit about all of the different things you do cover on your blog?
Well, it started out as just a personal blog where I wrote weird, funny stories, and I just, it turned into sort of a catch-all for recipes and photography tips, and we remodeled an old ranch house on our ranch and chronicled that. So, and I homeschool my kids, and I chronicle homeschooling a little bit. So I just, whatever I'm doing, I blog about it pretty much.
Now, Ree, I have this one question that I have been always dying to ask you is how do you get so much done? Can you tell me about your schedule in a day?
Well, I am not type A at all. I'm very laid back, and I don't get bent out of shape if the kids aren't in the bathtub by 6:30. So that's one thing. I'm not type A, and the other thing is I'm willing to let a million things go every day, and I do. I have a lot of loose ends that never get tied up, and my closet's a mess. But I live in the country too, and I hate to say that. I'm always saying, well, I live in the country, so
it's more laid back out there?
Well, I don't, I'm not in the car, I'm not running errands, I don't have, neighborhood things.
Some of our readers might remember that your husband and your two children covered the Compassion International story for you and went to Dominican Republic. Can you tell us about that?
Right. Well, I was invited to go to Dominican Republic with Compassion, and I had a couple of conflicts and couldn't go, and so my husband and I sort of cooked up the idea that he would take our girls and use it as sort of an experience to teach them a little more about other sections of the world, and also to raise awareness for compassion. It was a wonderful experience because I got the reports back from them, and I was able to sort of filter it and blog it. I
read every single post.
It was great. It was wonderful.
Yeah. Your girls, were they really impacted by it?
They really were. I mean, we live out on an isolated ranch, and they don't have a lot of interaction with a lot of humans in general, but let alone humans from a whole other side of the world. So it was perfect, everything about it.
Now, you have so many people are just so in love with your love story. You have a beautiful love story. Can you tell us a bit about your husband, who is the Marlboro Man, right?
Yeah, he's a cutie pie. He's different from any guy I'd ever dated. In California, I dated surfers, and in even my hometown in Oklahoma, I dated golfers who wore Izods, and so it's always the guy you least expect that you'll wind up with, and we're a great match.
How does that feel to share about your love online?
Well, I never would have thought that I would set out to write about my love life and my husband on the internet, but the more I write about him, the more I hear from people that they appreciate hearing a positive story.
We do. It is so inspiring.
Yeah, a positive story about marriage. There's a lot of griping about, husbands and wives, and it's really not that difficult. Just love them, and they'll love you back.
It is so inspiring. I know that when I read your post, it reminds me to focus on the positives in my husband. So, you impact our marriages too by sharing your marriage. So I thank you.
You married them for a reason to begin with, and that doesn't go away unless you let it go away. So,
well, thank you for all that you're doing for all of our marriages out there. Now, I have to ask you because, as so many of your readers do, I analyze your photography. I love it. I read all your tips. Can you tell us one of your favorite tips, photography tips for moms out there?
Oh gosh, don't overthink it. Follow your kids around and take hundreds of pictures, and you'll get 5 great ones. Well, when I first started taking pictures, I would take 1,000 and I'd get like half of a good picture.
Exactly.
And then I'd take another 1,000 and I'd get 2 good pictures. So you'll get more and more good ones.
It does. You get better used. You get more used to it. So thank you so much for joining us. I sincerely love your blog so much. Whenever I'm there, I spend at least 20 minutes, if not an hour, at your site.
Oh, Lord. That's longer than I spend there.
I know. I can't go there every day because I never get any work done.
Stay away from the butter. That's all I have to say.
Thank you again, and thank you for joining us at 5minutesformom.com.
Bye.